Hey guys, Sword here, and this is going to be Operation Dome number 62, the 62nd episode of the Operation Dome series. A series where my friends and I, we're going to pretty much encase the entire world in glass and glass panes. And right now, we are trying to get more and more sand as we go along, get some more charcoal, make some more glass, make some more glass panes, make some more glass blocks, and then just get to work on the ceiling. Just look how much chunks is loading right now. Just look at this wall. We've already done possibly... Hey, Enderman, what's up, Enderman? I am scared. Are you going to actually attack me? What's the daytime? Oh my god, oh god! Oh my god! Oh my god! That scared me! That legitimately scared me! It did not do anything because it was nearly the daytime, but then it just opened its jaw and just... Oh my god, that actually legitimately scared me. Okay, that's actually a great way to start this episode. Well then, I'm here with Sticky Tack 46 and he just heard me scream like a little girl. Well, not necessarily, but still, that legitimately scared me. I have not actually battled Enderman all that often, so I'm not used to Enderman. I'm used to creepers, spiders, skeletons, zombies whenever they pop out of nowhere, but Enderman, they are so weird. You can never predict what they're gonna do, and especially if you were just to look out at a distance for like 2 seconds, all of a sudden an Enderman just comes up and attack you because apparently there was an Enderman way over there, but you just couldn't see him, and then he just jumps out of nowhere and just tries to eat you alive. That in itself was just a surprise attack. I am not going to do well in any pop-up scary games or jump scares. My god, that actually took me off by surprise. Well then, moving on with this series is that here is the wall. We got one side done, the other side nearly done, and we're working on the south side. Oh wait, sorry, the north side to actually be filled up with the glass panes because whenever we go up to the ceiling, we usually bring about 2 inventories of glass blocks so that it'll actually even itself out. And even if we actually ran out of, or if we pretty much encase the walls with glass panes, I could easily just make a little bit of a tower with a ladder and just go up the stairs from there, or sorry, ladder up from there and then work on the ceiling. So it'll all be good. I just want to make sure that we have enough blocks and enough panes to actually fill up the whole entire world. Or at least the outlines of the world in the ceiling, so that's the whole thing. And once we're done, then what is left to do is just pretty much just clean up everything. I don't want to see any more of the snow in the ground. I don't want to see any more of the barren wastelands. So every now and then I will actually get some grass blocks and some dirt and just start encasing the area so that it will actually be clean. And all you have to do is just play on peaceful mode so that the Enderman will not actually ruin it. You already saw that scary Enderman that actually had a block in his hand. That really took me off by surprise. So yes, I'm here with Sticky Tack 46 and everybody else is either in school or just doesn't go online anymore or has an Xbox One, so they don't get back to the Xbox 360. That's the only thing I hate about the Xbox One, because every single person that I know that on the Xbox 360 moves on to the Xbox One and doesn't come back. Oh my god, that sucks. It really sucks. Oh well, so how was your day, Sticky Tack?
It was great considering the fact that I found out I have no school today.
And why is that?
A snow day.
Well, lucky you, we don't even get snow. The only thing that we actually get is just dry sun, and once in a while we get a little bit of rain. And we either have good rain days or bad rain days, but mainly it's just sprinkles and then it goes away. I have not seen a great rainstorm in such a long while. So, hey, it stopped snowing.
Well, I got about a foot of snow outside.
It stopped snowing right now because everything just got brighter.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would love to see snow. Like in my lifetime, I would love to see snow. At least fall from the sky. Now I'm talking about the snow that's on the ground. But hey, just one of these days, I'll finally get out of my man cave and try to go out to see the bright, scary world that is whatever is outside there. Haha, yeah. Hey, so much sand blocks, sand blocks, sand blocks. Your inventory's full, dude.
Mine? Yeah, I know. I'm putting them in here.
Oh, you're putting them in the ender chest? Good idea. I think I have some.
Yep.
Oh my god, I'm out of hunger. I need to eat. But other than that, that's what we're doing so far. You're seeing the behind the scenes of Operation Dome. It's just, we got work and work and work, a little bit more work to do. I got work in real life. I had to work on my other videos, other series, and all the things like that. So I'm pretty busy all week and pretty busy all around. Even then, whenever I edit my videos, at least I could actually do a little bit more work on Operation Bedrock or Operation Dome while editing the video. Just, I hear what's going on. If I want to cut out some things, I'll cut out some things, especially if there's a little bit of a silence or it's just... I really need to do a jump cut just in case if like something happens in the background, like if you were to hear the dogs barking in the background. Nobody wants to hear any of that, so I will cut that out and then we'll move on from there. And now I gotta do a little bit of a plug-in for the server that I am on right now. I'm sorry, but I really support the server, and I really want more players to actually be on the server, so that at least you can talk to me on the server. If you can't talk to me on here or Facebook or Twitter or YouTube, you can at least talk to me on Pixelmon. So that's going to be the mod, of course. So let me go ahead and get this out of the way. Hopefully it'll take less than 2 minutes. So the server that I'm on is mvblock.org. What you need to do is that you're going to have to get Pixelmon 3.3.9 thus far of this update, and as well as Forge mod of 1.7.10, last four ending numbers, and 1230. So join the server called mvblock.org, and then it is Pokemon in the survival world of Minecraft. So the community is great, the people are great, just respect the rules, respect the players, respect the moderators, the staff, the owner, just have fun, do whatever you need to do, just do not cheat, do not steal, do not grieve, and of course, the main important rule that you should never do is X-ray. Never X-ray, because that is an insta-ban and you will be perma-banned. So that is the thing, we don't tolerate that kind of cheating. Game Shark is allowed, and there are other side mods that are allowed, but if you have any questions, feel free to ask the players on MVBlock so that they can help you as well. So again, if you want to talk to me, you can talk to me on there. I've actually talked to a few people who have watched my videos actually join the server, so shoutouts to Wildcat, shoutouts to, I'm trying to think here, Blue Creeper, and I'm trying to remember another person. There was one other person that actually joined, but I just don't remember his name. But you know who you are, so shoutouts to you. And if you do talk to me in the game, then I'll remember, and then I'll give you a shout out in the next episode, whether it be Operation Bedrock or Operation Dome. So that's out of the way. I'm an advertiser on the server, so I'm going to help out as much as I can. Try to get more players on there so we can all have fun and just continue playing with the game. Although I'm sorry, I know I'm taking too long, but for those who are new to the server and new to the mod, is that with 3.3.9, it is buggy. You cannot capture Pokemon, only kill them. So you're going to have to wait until the patch update of 3.4.0 comes out, and then everything will be fixed. And if any chance that it's already fixed, then I'll just leave the updated mod in the description below. So I'm going to keep updating everything. Now let's move on to what's going on here. What has happened this week? Nothing much has happened this week. One of the things is that I'm really excited for my birthday that's coming up. I cannot wait for that. I am born on February 15th of 1993, so I'm going to be 22 years old. That is very exciting, and to think about it as well, that my parents actually told me that I was born on a Sunday as well. So it's going to be the first Sunday, maybe, possibly, I don't know. I haven't actually kept track with all my birthdays, but as far as I know, this is going to be the first recognized Sunday that I have been born. At least it's going to be my birthday, so it's fitting. It's really quite fitting. But just can't wait for that, because what I planned to do is actually 6 hours of bowling. Yes, that is right, 6 hours of fun. That is actually pretty cheap, because I have a special that for $8 you could bowl for 2 hours, and that is shoes included. So for $27, because you know taxes, is that you get to do 6 hours of bowling. So that's really cheap. Cheap is really cheap for a good price. Just cannot wait till it's actually here. Of course, I'm not going to drink. They actually do have a bar over there, but I'm not going to drink because it's going to be bad for me, especially when I'm the designated driver as well. And of course, I have polycystic kidney disease, to where I'm supposed to take care of my kidneys, whatever means necessary. Even though I do actually not eat healthy at times, or I drink a lot of soda at times. This is why I'm kind of hyper right now. But it's that as long as I don't smoke and as long as I don't drink any alcohol, I'll still be good for the long run. So yeah, got that all out of the way. Sticky Tack is just being patient. Is there anything that you need to say today?
No, actually.
Yeah.
I'm actually like kind of tired, so.
As am I. And my father is already working on renovating the kitchen a bit. He actually built a computer shelf. He actually, well, I think it is a computer shelf. I know he built something. And if I'm able to, I'm going to try. But if it doesn't work, then I'm sorry. But, well, it looks like the Chihuahua got in the way. This is why you're not supposed to stand in the way. Oh, well. Yeah, just don't get in the way. You're a Chihuahua. You're not supposed to get in the way of big dogs. Sorry about that, is that something really went wrong in the background, so I have to do a little bit of a jump cut, and now we have to get back to the topic at hand so that we get back in track, and let's see how well this goes. I will explain to you what happened in a bit. So what was the question again, Sticky Tack?
Okay, is the kitchen unusable since it's undergoing renovations?
Well, is that no? Right now, it's not. Mainly is because, first of all, he built the table. I gotta show you a picture of the table. He took a while to actually make the table rather than actually buying a table. All he had to do was just buy the chairs in itself, but he actually made the table. Again, if I'm able to actually get the pictures of it onto the screen here, I'm gonna try. If not, then I'm gonna have to try again in another video. I'll try. But he built a table, and it's actually pretty large. You're able to actually fit like 8 or 10 people at the table where they'll all be able to eat. So that's actually pretty good if we're gonna have some guests over. And now what he actually done is that he built himself a cabinet slash shelf slash computer work desk for the corner, just for the corner wall. And it's actually pretty neat. It took him about I'm thinking here. Is that he goes on and off, but I think he just goes with at least 2 to 3 weeks of actually building it. But it's actually pretty nice right now. I've helped him out with actually just holding up the thing where he just puts the nail gun onto it so that it will actually be all put in place. But for now, the kitchen is not really being that renovated, but he's still building stuff for it. What he plans to do is actually remake the whole kitchen by hand. Is that we have a lot of we have like a lot of desks or whatever countertops that we don't even use right now. All it is just we put stuff on there and that's it. So what my father wants to do is that he's going to actually take out a lot of the countertops, move the table in the kitchen so that we'll have a lot of room. And he's going to be building some cabinets so that we could actually have more storage for all the pots and dishes and utensils and plates and whatever that we have. Glasses, cups. Is that he's going to be building it all. Is that another spawner? Seriously? Oh wait, no, that's the first spawner that we found here. And this is a zombie spawner, and I don't have any torches. Yeah, awkward. So in this area, we actually have 2 spawners. We have a zombie spawner right there, and we also have a spider spawner over there. So if we need levels, then here we go. We could get some levels. Especially whenever I actually get more glass blocks, I get a ton of levels from the 140 furnaces I've actually placed down. So every single time when I go through the furnaces, I get level 30, and then that'll be the thing that actually gets us to the diamond enchanted shovels. So yeah, this is a spider spawner. It's going a lot faster than the zombie spawner.
I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die.
Okay, I'm gonna try to help you as quickly. I'm gonna try to help you.
I did not die. I am surprised.
I have no. Oh, there you are. And I got a spider following me and all that good stuff. But back to the point that the kitchen's going to be renovated, and hopefully that I'll be able to do a before and after picture so you guys could actually see the kitchen. That's actually going to be pretty cool. I wonder what we're going to find there. I remember the first time when the kitchen was renovated is that we actually had a lot of coins. Back then, I was not a coin collector, so I didn't really care for that. It's like, oh my god, that's a lot of money. I wanted it, but of course, I was like 12 at the time, or 14, I don't even remember, that I couldn't really do anything about it. It's just parents' rule, you just can't do anything. But if I would have known about coins back then, I would have searched every single one of those coins to see if there is a rare find, like some wheat pennies or probably some San Francisco minted coins, because San Francisco minted are actually pretty uncommon and at times rare depending on what year it is. But again, there's just a lot of research you need to do, because some little mints like what's it called, Pennsylvania, and as well as I'm thinking either Denmark or Delaware. No, I don't think it's Delaware. I think it's Denmark. I know it starts with a D. That's what I'm thinking, but I'm going to have to search it up again. But some of them, even if there's no mint, it could be a little bit of uncommon / rarity depending on the coin and depending on the year that was made. So if I knew about it, I would have just searched every single coin to see if I could find a rare find. Because some coins are actually more than its face value. So a penny could actually be worth 5 cents. But I would have never known because I never actually checked back then. Maybe one day, if we actually go around and starting renovating everything, that I'll actually check to see if there's any rare coins I could possibly find. I collect a lot of coins. I got a lot of, some of them are partial silver, some of them are $half that are silver. It's just, I am collecting as much as I can. I even have a roll of $1 coins. I got it right here. I'm going to go see what it is. Okay, so it's a presidential dollar coin. If you guys remember those, if they still make them, you probably will find them from time to time. But it's a $25 roll of $1 coins, and the president on here, it is James Buchanan. I don't even know if I even pronounced it right. B-U-C-H-A-N-A-N. Buchanan? What number president are you? I can't see it.
That's a president?
That's a president.
I'm not sure if that's a president.
That is a president.
No clue.
It's a presidential coin. I'm trying to see what number he is. I don't know if there's a mob near me or not. You know what? I could actually search it up right now because I have a computer right next to me. This is how I make videos, guys. I have a HD TV in front of my face. I got a Blue Yeti in front of my other face. And then I got the 2 monitors right in front of my side face. So many faces. Okay, now, James. Well, wait. Go to Google. When in doubt, use Google for everything. Okay. Okay, he's the 15th U.S. president. And he's an economist, I think. It's just one of the other searches, unless they're still the same name. Well, apparently that there are accomplishments, fun facts. Then we have Duke, Barnes, James Buchanan, if I can even pronounce it right. So, time to go to Wikipedia. April 23rd of 1791 to June 1st of 1868 was the 15th President of the United States, serving immediately prior to the American Civil War. He is to date the only president from Pennsylvania and the only president to remain a lifelong bachelor. So I guess he was never married. Unless bachelor back then meant something different. I don't know. Definitions change over time, people. Let me see here. He was also the last president born in the 18th century. He represented Pennsylvania in the United States House of Representatives and later the Senate and served as minister to Russia under President Andrew Jackson. He was also Secretary of State under President James K. Polk and to date the last former Secretary of State to serve as President of the United States. After he turned down an offer for an appointment to the Supreme Court, President Franklin Pierce appointed him minister to the Court of St. James, in which capacity he helped draft the Ostend Manifesto. So there's a lot more information you can look up on him. I just read the first 2 paragraphs, so that is all I'm going to say right now because we don't need another history lesson, especially when we're playing a video game. Seriously, people. You guys already go to school for this stuff, and I never even heard of him. What a great school system that we have, don't? Like, seriously. Oh yeah, don't we? I actually just interrupted my thoughts. Okay, I'm going to end off right there, so let's move on. So, I guess that if anyone likes James Buchanan, if I can even pronounce it right, apologies if I don't, but just let me know. Hey, look, there's a witch. Here's a witch. A witch. Kill her with fire.
Wait. I want to see it. I want to see it.
It's on fire. It's on fire right now. Haha.
Can you, like, buy things from it? Oh, that's cool.
It's healing itself now, so you can attack it as much as you want, but we're just killing it with fire. And then it dropped a potion.
What was this?
That's a potion. What did it? It dropped instant health. And I'm going to drink it.
Oh, that's cool.
Boop.
Yay.
So, you're going to have to pick up all the sand blocks that you left behind so that it doesn't despawn.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just putting stuff in the chest right now.
So, we got all of that.
There's a creeper right here.
Yeah, that's going to happen.
Need some help.
Hold on, let me collect as many sand blocks as I could possibly can pick up. Hey, look, a little bit of an ice block right there, but that's fine, that's fine. But we're gonna need a lot of charcoal, we're gonna need a lot of sand. The only thing I really hate about the update of TU20 is that you're no longer able to actually insta-grow trees and insta-grow crops. So it's all randomized, so that you may get it, you may not get it, you may take a few tries, but you're gonna get it one way or another. So it's quite annoying. I liked it when it was kind of easier, but it's understandable because it's trying to keep up with the PC standard. So if PC people are used to it, then we should get used to it as well. It's only fair. We already have it easy. Just look at this. You go to press X and then you already have all the formulas and the recipes right here. So that's already easy in itself. So yeah, this is why PC always looks down upon console version because everything's already handed to them on a silver plate. So if we are actually going to keep up with PC, then we're going to have to adapt to the new PC formulas and the recipes and all the things like that. The one thing that I would love to see is that 4J will actually add a feature so that it'll be exactly like PC. So now I'm not talking about the fact of the infinite worlds and all that stuff.
Oh, sorry.
I'm talking about the realistic type of gameplay. Like, you have to know all the formulas yourself. You have to do this, this, and this. Nothing's going to be handed to you anymore. It's just you know what you're going to have to do, and you're going to have to learn how to do everything on your own. That is kind of a feature that I would like to see, and that should be part of hardcore mode. Like, you could have a little bit of
I would like that too. That'd be fun.
Yeah, it would be.
Because you'd actually have to know all the formulas and everything, so it would be actually realistic.
So we got...
I would like that.
We got hardcore mode in the... Like... I would say that we should have like 2 separate hardcore modes. So the first hardcore mode that you already have all the recipes, and then the second hardcore mode that you will not know the recipes and you're going to have to learn how to do everything. So that makes it more difficult and more of a challenge. So that is going to be in itself a great little feature and possibly a great let's play if I ever get around to that. Just to learn how to do everything. I'm going to be so noobish. It's like, how do I make a pickaxe again? 2 sticks and 3 diamonds? Where do I place the diamonds at? Oh yeah, the first 3 layers, or the first layer, the first 3 rows, whatever. The first spot in the columns. It's even hard to explain it in words. You're just gonna have to show it. So I'm gonna have to go all the way back to the tree dome so that I could actually put all the blocks away. There's so many blocks here, but it's still a great progress that we want to get a lot of glass blocks. And a lot of people say that we're going to run out of sand. We're going to run out of sand blocks and all that good stuff. I highly doubt it. Just on the surface area is that I believe that we have at least 85% sand. If we can't find it on land, we're definitely going to find it in the ocean itself. So we have a lot of sand to get, and we have a lot of sand that is left to get. And even if we run out of sand, we still got 1 villager that will actually trade glass blocks for emeralds. So if we need to, we're going to have to do that. It's going to be annoying, it's going to be tedious, but eventually it's going to be done. And again, we are making everything green so that once we get rid of all the sand, we're going to put all the dirt blocks down. We're going to get rid of the ice blocks that we're going to have to get an efficiency for on breaking 3 pickaxes and start breaking all of the ice right now so that we can actually make it all pretty again. Unless you actually want to keep it there. Maybe I should make 2 save files, one of them with the ice, and the other one without ice. So if people want to download both, they can do that. At least they'll have the option to choose one or the other. But keep in mind that this whole world is actually a copy of Operation Bedrock. This was meant to be a backup world, but since that when I made the series and I figured out that Operation Bedrock is a great world to actually do Operation Dome in, this is what it became. So this is what it is. That everything in Operation Bedrock and Operation Dome, they are exactly the same. Every coordinates is the same. Every structure and everything that I find here will actually be found in Operation Bedrock and vice versa. So those 2 spawners, I could just go to Operation Bedrock, go to the same coordinates, and find those spawners again. So we have that going. And also that I did want to say that this world was pretty much made in TU1. This was one of the first worlds that I have ever made, and it's that there's not going to be anything past TU12 and things like that. We do not have any ravines, we don't have any mine shafts, we don't have strongholds is the end. I'm trying to remember all the other stuff. Strongholds, I already said that. Ravines, witch hunts, like we have nothing. We have nothing that's in the brand new update, so just don't ask about anything. We don't have the new biomes. We don't have a mushroom biome. We don't have a jungle biome. We don't have a swamp. We don't have a beach. We don't have a river. We just don't have anything. We don't have the Great Plains. It's just what we have in TU1 is what I have.
We don't have jungle trees either.
Well, that's kind of the point given that I said we don't have any jungles. So,
oh, you said that? Oh, I didn't hear that.
That happens. Sometimes I lag in the party too. But we don't have anything past TU1 really. So everything that we have here is what we have here. So even if you want to keep the world, it's that there's not much to actually see and there's not much actually to explore. But once Operation Bedrock is done, however, is that what is left there to do? Just build. Honestly, that could be in the series in itself. When we ever get to it, I don't even know. It's going to be a while before we actually get to that series. But even then, it's just, I want to keep going. I want to keep up with my goals, and I want to finish it one way or another. And if by chance, if I ever quit that goal, then I could simply just put it up for download and people could actually finish off what I started. Just keep in mind that I would truly appreciate it if it was kept on survival. That I will show you where all the diamonds are at. I'll show you the enchantment tables, all the other diamonds. Like seriously, I think I have like 2 chests full of diamonds at this point. So there's no reason to actually cheat on that. You have all the diamonds, you have all the stuff, you have all the materials, and pretty much the first part of it is already done for you, so you don't have to do that part. And then just let's see how fast one person can actually finish it. Just one of those things. It's so beautiful. It's going to be a giant ceiling, and it's going to block out the weather. You don't have to see snow. I think it's already snowing again because the sky looks different. Yeah, I think it's snowing. It's not as bright as it should be. That is really quick. The weather has been really weird this episode. So we killed a witch, and we found the spawners, and an Enderman scared me, and there's noises in the background, and just, it's with Sticky Tack's like day off from school, but I still gotta go to work after this video, so it's one of those things as well. I'm really busy with IRL. One day that if I were to make a living off of making YouTube videos, then that'll be fun. I'll be spending a lot more time on this, and we're just gonna have to see where it goes, and if things don't work out for me, then I can always go back to my job. They'll still hire me just for the fact that I already know how to do everything, so at least I got that going for me. Backup plans, everyone. You always gotta have a backup plan. Oh my god, so many holes. Don't like it. Don't like it. No holes. Please. I don't want to fall. It's so bad. You guys already know exactly what I mean. It's just, you're trying to work on something and then you fall in a hole. It's like, seriously? My god. Just, it's really annoying. Especially if we were to go up in the ceiling and we were to fall. Yeah, that's another thing. And apparently there are 2 floating sand blocks. I'm gonna leave it there. Why? Because I can. Because, of course, you can't really duplicate that, or you cannot replicate that. Oh yeah, replicate it. That's the word I was looking for. Replicate. You cannot actually redo this. Once you destroy that one block, the other block will fall, and there's no way you could actually make it float again. Because that is a loading chunk error whenever you create a world. So if you find any floating sand blocks, leave them there, because it's going to be something like people will look at as like, dude, yes, yeah, floating sand blocks. Yep, that's right. I don't know if the new worlds actually get rid of that type of problem, if it is a problem, but for this world and all the other worlds that I have, I appreciate the floating sand blocks. I find it amusing at times, especially when they're in an actual Tetris piece. So, we got that. So, what else is there to say about this episode? I got a good maybe 5 minutes left. What can I say? Sticky, quick, think of a topic.
Can I have some food? I have some food.
Okay, here's some food. And one of the other things is that I've said this before and I'll say it again. I love the fact that we could force spawn the animals in this world in Operation Bedrock. All you have to do is just go to a different chunk area, save, exit, then load up the game again since you're in a different area, and if there were no animals in the area, the game will actually just react to it saying that we need to spawn more animals. I don't know how the coding works or how it actually plays out like that, but every single time whenever I go to a different section and just pretty much save, exit, and come back, the animals will come back. And sometimes I'll find even more wolves. And you already saw like earlier that I have a lot of wolves in there, that I'm going to try to get over 100 wolves. So I'm going to try to probably collect another 20 just to make sure I have a guaranteed over 100 wolves. And what I'm going to do is that I'm going to actually make them all run with me. I'll make them all stand up, and I will have them walk by me, and I'm going to be walking over 100 wolves. And it's, I guess that you would say, is legitimate, even though I was exploiting a little bit of the in-game mechanics, but at the same time, you cannot breed that many wolves, and as well as that if you were to go to creative, you can't spawn that many wolves. So we have that as proof saying like, hey, this is all the wolves I found from exploiting a little bit of the in-game mechanic, and now I'm going to be making a video with 100 wolves chasing after me, and just have fun with that. And if anyone hits me, it's pretty much an insta-death, because with 100 wolves attacking you at the same time, you're not going to survive. It's so much fun. I'll even have that as a video, like have one of my friends actually attack the wolf or attack me, and let's see how much they could actually survive. So if they kill any wolves, then that's going to be sad, but at the end, I'm not going to even save it. So it's all going to be good, and it's all going to be for science. Can one person withstand the wrath of 100 wolves? I say no. Impossible. Unless you have like maybe a lot of potions, you have great enchanted armor and a sword, and then you go all out. Let's see how well that they will actually survive. No explosions though, because that would be cheating. But that would be an interesting little experiment to actually try out one of these days. Just gonna have to dedicate 150 levels towards that. Get the sword, level 30, helmet, chest plate, plate legs, and boots to level 30, and then let's see how well that this will go. That'll be a great video to make. So I'm going to try to do that one of these days. Just don't count on it. Don't count on it right now, because I got a lot of things I got to deal with right now. But that's going to be the end of this episode. If it's less than 30 minutes, then that's alright, because we had to do a little bit of interruption earlier. And let's see how well that this goes out and plays. So I'm just going to have to end it off here. because I have nothing else to say and I don't want to ramble on too much. So thank you StickyTack46 for joining me and helping me out with this world. Hopefully we'll be able to invite more people in the future, but until then, we're just gonna have to see how things go for now. So have a great day, everyone. Well, let me take off the helmet. I am SwordKing090, that was StickyTack46. Have a great day, and as always, we will see you in the next video.